I don't know, man. This is good. It's good to run, so... Need to not make a mistake here would be nice. Get Dimensional here, that would be fucking amazing, but... Holy shit. Maybe should have kept one of those zombies, but whatever. Who knows, I could get like a Slate Warrior here, that would be fucking amazing. Slate Warriors showed up a lot, so, you know, maybe we can get somewhere. I'm actually gonna check my hand first. To see if I got something else that's juicy. No way, man. Holy shit. Slate Warrior! He's my new best friend, man. What is this shit? This is incredible. I can't actually believe this. Even if this is, a trap, we can still... Oh. This might be a gold Yugi, man. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's learn the 3-turn for this guy first of all. Of course, Dimensional. Now, I know Dimensional ruins everybody in this game. It completely just destroys them, but you need to know exactly how you play it in each duel. So we play top right Dimensional, we move it forward. And that means on our second turn, we can activate it forward and then move forward again and attack him directly. So unless he opens with like a Spellbinding Circle and moves it there, I think he actually defends if he has that. Anyway, it's a problem still, just you kind of hoping he doesn't play a trap card. You can just play from this spot and then attack him with as much damage as you can. Now, you're hoping to have something like a... You can see that I have a terrain card in the hand, so I would need 1750 or higher. So I need a Pumpkin, I need or a Great Mammoth, or I need like an equipped Skelgon or an equipped Dragon Zombie. So here at this point, I can actually attack him with a Slate Warrior. However, I wanted to demonstrate that you could also do Wasteland here and follow up attack with your zombie. So I do that. The reason why I demonstrate it this way, by the way, is that if you are playing no passwords, you actually don't have Slate Warrior. Anyway, he has a negate attack. Now, negate attack just loses you a turn. Not really much you can do about that, because if he plays a negate attack, you have to attack through it anyway. There are no cards that will attack through a negate attack, so you just have to lose a turn there. And so this would have been a 3-turn if he didn't have a negate attack, but he did play a negate attack, so it becomes a 4-turn. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. And you also notice that even though it wasn't as fast as attacking him with a Slate Warrior on the 3rd turn, this would have been slower, it actually allowed us to attack him on the 4th turn. Alright, we're going to go through what is probably, I think, the fastest possible way to beat this guy now. Dimensional Hole obviously ruins everyone, but it's important where we play it, so we're going to play Dimensional. We always look top right, always look top right. And I don't have anything that's really particularly useful, so I get rid of all that. I'm only keeping the Wasteland, the Yami, in case I draw something good on Yami. Then I can attack him on the 2nd turn with that monster, and then play Yami on the 3rd turn to attack him a 2nd time on the 3rd turn with a terrain bonus. So we activate the Dimensional here, and then look for another card. Now, here I actually draw the Slate Warrior. So I play Slate Warrior here and I attack him. And we play the Slate Warrior on the Crush because it has bonus movement on Crush. So when he inevitably moves away, again, he moves to the left, then on the 3rd turn, we can attack him again directly with a Slate Warrior because even though he's 2 spaces away, we have the bonus movement on the Crush. So now I can move my deck leader out of the way and just attack him directly. And at this point, if I attack into a trap card, I can play another card on top of the Slate Warrior and attack him. I just need 1600 damage or higher. Now, Lap Breakers aren't guarantee of a fast turn, but it is possible to beat him a turn faster than a standard non-dimensional strategy if you have a Lap Breaker. And really what you do is you just, yeah, you have a Lap Breaker here, play it. It doesn't matter if you play it left or right here, because it'll move onto this middle tile anyway, and then that will clear the Wasteland tile, so you can just move your deck leader forward rather than having to move around it, because unless you have Dimension Hole, you will just have to move around that middle tile. And at this point, you can move over the card, and then think about playing something strong on Yami, or, here what I do, is I play a Wasteland, who stays away from him, so it's possible he attacks this. It is a bit risky, which is why I wouldn't really recommend doing this, but once you're in this position, you basically should really attack over that, because only risk is that a Mirror Force would kill you, or Negate Attack would stop you, but you have to get that card out of the way to do anything here anyway. Any other spell, stuff like Paralyzing Potion, it wouldn't affect you, so I would make that move in a run. It doesn't seem like the safest thing ever, but only his trap cards are going to stop you from making that play, and you would need to get those trap cards out of the way anyway, so I'd recommend doing that move. And if that's something like Swords Revealing Light or Paralyzing Potion, it's best that you get that off the field immediately, because now, as you can see, the third turn we attack him, and the fourth turn we attack him. And again, if that card in front of him was a trap card that stopped us from attacking him, then that trap card would disappear, and we will be able to play top right and then just attack him directly with another monster there and beat him in the 4 turns. Alright, so now I want to go through how you beat this guy in 5 turns. This is if you don't actually have Dimension Hole or a Lab Breaker. You're going to have to move around this middle tile. So, normally I would say you want to play top right and then have something strong. You're looking for like something either strong on, you know, the meadow or the forest, and again, he can completely change the way this plays by his opening hand, having like a card that's strong on Yami or whatever. But I open with a zombie, a dragon here, so I move this onto this tile, and the important thing is, I want a card on the Yami as fast as possible, which will force him to move to his left onto the water. So because I can't really do that quickly I have nothing that's strong, I have like no warriors, nothing strong on the meadow, I play the Lesser Dragon instead, so that on my second turn I can flip it up and play it on the Yami tile. Once there's a card on the Yami tile, he will move onto the water and I can just kind of play from there. Quickly, I will mention, if he plays a card in front of him and leaves it in attack mode, it's a Curse Breaker. All AI will leave Curse Breakers in attack mode, they just do. So that will give you a bit of a clue as to what card they're playing. You can't always conclude if it's a Curse Breaker or not, unless you kind of know exactly how the enemy plays, but in a situation where he doesn't move this forward or defend with it, it is a Curse Breaker. So we move that dragon there, and then I'm going to move my deck leader. Now, if you don't know exactly what's in your hand, it might be worth it to check there. You could check your hand top right to see if you draw a late Dimension Hole. But this, I knew I was demonstrating a 5-turn without Dimension Hole, so I didn't check. And I know that I have quite a bit of damage in the hand, so we'll just see how this plays out, right? We'll see how this plays out. So he plays to the right, and then this card is pretty much out of play. He's going to move that out of the way, and then also move his deck leader to the left. And now, if you notice, he's in line with our deck leader, and we just kind of move towards him at this rate. And normally he would actually move that card out of the way, but it's a Curse Breaker, so he doesn't. So I attack it. Most importantly, we don't just get that card in the field, but now if he ever wants to move away from that water tile, if we have a monster in front of him, the only real option he has is to move onto the meadow, and then we can attack him for 1200 on the Lesser Dragon. So that's why we kind of have a monster here. Now you notice I pass. Again, if you don't know what's in your hand, you probably don't want to pass, but what I want to do here is get this Lesser Dragon onto this tile specifically, so that he can't move to the right, and then now I attack him directly. I move forward. This tile here is Wasteland, so I can play anything strong on Wasteland. I know I have the Great Mammoth here, because I was recording this and paying attention to what I was doing. So, if you notice, we can play anything 2k attack or higher that's strong on Wasteland and attack him directly. Now, this wouldn't work with the machine because the water weakens it, but you're very unlikely to draw a machine. So, let's say you have Armored Zombie with an equip, or a Great Mammoth, or like Dragon Zombie with an equip. So I'm going to play this and attack him directly. And you notice this does 2200 attack through him, So, as long as we can successfully attack him again on the next turn, that's it. That's lethal. He can't really do anything to get himself out of the situation. Even if he does, we need 1800 attack. So, as you can see, he does good old paralyzing potion. It's possible he kills this, so I would recommend trying to play as much attack as possible. Now, what I can do here is check my hand. Now, what I actually would probably recommend doing is attacking immediately with that dragon in the off chance that he played a mirror wall, a mirror force. Because if you do what I'm doing now and attack him and then you attack into a mirror force, then you're screwed. But if I attack him with that dragon first, then that would get the mirror force off the field, and then I can make this move and attack him. I think just the truth was when I was recording this, I was YOLOing it because if I fail, I can re-record. But in a run, you might want to be a little bit safer, so yeah. Here I have the damage in my hand. I can just play a Pumpkin. That's 1800 attack, and I can attack him for lethal. It says 2300 attack because I have a leader ability, because I have like a max rank deck leader here, but that would still be lethal on a speedrun. So again, in this situation, I would recommend attacking with Lesser Dragon, and another option you have is if you don't have the difference of lethal here, that Lesser Dragon does 1200, and then if that attack connects successfully, then you only need 600 attack, so I could kill him with just a plant and not fuse or anything. It would be overall slower, but you'd still kill him in the same amount of turns, so it's kind of up to you how safe you want to play, how confident you are that a card is not a Mirror Force or something that's going to ruin your day. If you're playing safer, attack him first with that card that's pinning him to his right, in case it's a Mirror Force. Otherwise, I just attack him here and finish off the lethal. So yeah. There's quite a lot to study about this guy, but like truthfully, he is one of the most like volatile duelists in the whole game. There's anywhere in between you having like a 3-turn clean with Slate Warrior after Dimension Hole, and if you play 5-turn, anything can ruin your day. There could be a Mirror Force, there could be, you know, Swords of Revealing Light, and there's no real ways around this. If you play around him playing these cards, then it's like, you're going to lose time anyway, so it's up to you how safe you want to play on this guy, or if you just want to YOLO everything and just kind of hope that he doesn't have any cards that troll you, but yeah.